I don't want to get in no beef with the singer R.Kelly and his crew, dude, whatever. I want to do a bill because the situation he going through, and I'm not a fan of his no more, is like Gloria Trevi. And I'm guilty of liking her music. I don't like what she did. And anyone knows in Mexico, yes, in Mexico, there was a singer named Gloria Trevi. Gloria Treviño is her real name, but she was my Gloria Trevi. In Cartoon, I knew about her in the 90s, okay, because I listened to Latin music. Remember, I listened to Selena and Barrio Boys and Bahama Music in 1983. I listened to Rotepa, Mi Tierra, when it was on VH1. Yes, they played that song a lot on VH1 back in 93, Mi Tierra, by Rotepa, yes. I listened to a lot of Latin music, and I remember hearing about the Mexican Selena, Mexican Madonna. Now, in here in the United States, they call Selena Quintanilla Perez, God rest her soul, the Mexican American Madonna because she wore bustier. Okay, like Madonna was wearing Janet Jackson all over. But in Mexico, they call Gloria Trevi the Mexican Madonna. Why did they call her the Mexican Madonna? Okay, Gloria Trevi was that Mexican Madonna because she was rebellious in Catholic Mexico. She went out her music, like she talked about safe sex for music, where she had condoms passed out in her concerts. She wore she dressed provocative, but she wore like a torn clothes. It was kind of hood radish. It didn't look sexy. I know for real. It looked like the 80s hood radish, like the stripper that it was like messed up. They're strung on crack. You know what I'm saying? They just I might call it. It didn't look like a Playboy centerfold. You know what I'm saying? It kind of resembled it a little bit, but it was like a. She dressed like a woman who was like a girl that was like she was kicked out because she was kicked out of her house. I think she ran away from home, and she went from Monterrey to all the way to Mexico City. She was selling gum, and she met with a former rock singer in back in the day when he was coming up, who was going to be my dad. Because he was born in 1955. Yeah, he was my dad, mama's age, and he was a sick bastard named Sergio Adrade. Sergio Adrade was a singer back in the day, and somehow he met Gloria. I haven't seen the movie Gloria. For some reason, it wasn't advertised. I don't know why it wasn't advertised, but it actually is in Spanish, but it has English subtitles, and it actually talks about what happened to her. Even she was on TMZ, she said she couldn't watch the movie because so much happened. And that's what mother with the R.Kelly situation, okay? So Sergio Andrade created Gloria Trevi. I think she written her own music, but he made her provocative. So like when she was like 20 some years old, because she born in 1969, 1967. Like Robert Meyer, yeah, that's R. But they've been late 60s. They born late 60s. Like Janet Jackson, born 66, and Vin Diesel, born 67, and Diddy, born 69, and so is Jennifer Lopez and Tyler Perry, and what's his name? Will Smith, born 68. These folks born, and Selena's husband, Chris Perry, born 69. These folks born in the late 60s. Okay, these are in Stacey Dad, born 67, 68, 67, whatever. Okay, these folks born late 60s. Yeah, so she born late 60s. Okay. So she was like 20 something young back in 89. She came out of the Secreta. I'm not using the word psychiatrist in Spanish. Okay, so forgive me. Datos Secreta. Okay. A mí me gusta. Yeah, that came in all right. Okay. Datos Secreta. En Spanish, no. No, 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 no estoy loco. I said loco because I'm a man. Okay, not loca. Okay. Que tienes tiempo, que eres, que es secreta, tan, 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 tan. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So she sang that song, and she's talking about going to a psychiatrist. In the song, talking about she's in love with this man. She like the Juliet looking for. She's like a wolf. I'm reading the lyrics of the song, okay. And then later on, but she was more like a teen rebellion. She talked about masturbation. She talked about teen rebellion, masturbation, okay. And she talked about safe sex in her music. So she went against the morals of the Catholic morals in Mexico, and that's what Sergio Dade made her to. Okay, Not only that, it attract teenage girls and little girls. I wouldn't have my daughter listen to her music, okay, if I had a daughter, okay? Because I saw the documentary about her when she was getting locked up, okay? So she attracted female fans. They started dressing like her, including little girls. I don't see how people would let their children listen to her music, but that's how the victims come in. So she had like a talent contest, I believe, right? And one of the girls in Mexico, who's in documentary, who's on Christina, the Latin opera, the Cuban American opera. She talked about how she met her and she had pigtails, and so she didn't go through everything she wanted to do. You want to sing, and what happened is, and make sure we have no children around. Okay, they made her do auditions, but she had to do sexual acts to get an audition, and that's how they got caught in the sex code. So a bunch of young women, well, actually they weren't women yet; they were still girls, were auditioning for Gloria Trevi and Sergio Andrade's auditions, and they were getting trafficking. They were getting in a sex cult. This was okay, and this is similar to with the R.Kelly situation. Yes, they had a sex cult in Mexico, and you had parents send their children. Okay, if we don't, Michael Jackson was innocent. Okay, and want to be a child. It wasn't, what I'm saying. But that's how they said this was. They were sending their children, the daughters, to become singers. And they went at the poor families. No joke. They went at the poor families in Mexico who wanted to get out of poverty, and if the daughter can sing, they were able to go to Gloria Trevi, and Sergio Andrade will make them do sexual acts with him. And how they found out that he was committing these acts, because these girls were having babies by him. There was, let me explain something in the United States. I know you say how. Well, in America, unlike the R case situation, they said they had aborted the babies. Okay, this Protestant America, okay, it's a wasp. White and Protestant dominant after they stole it from the American country, America. In Cali, Mexico, okay, all right, abortion, because I'm an ex-Protestant, I know, abortion and birth control is looked frowned upon. That's how they that's how they knew Sergio was having these sexual relations, because these girls were underage and they had babies by Sergio. Yes, this sick bastard, nasty pendejo way. He had these babies, yes, by these girls, and they were beatings, they were whippings. I don't know about eating no doo doo like what happened with the R.Kelly situation, okay? But they were beatings, whoopings. Um, they said Gloria Trevi anticipate any two, and she was getting beaten, I believe, by Sergio. So she made it, and then there was also a backup singer. So the backup singer for Gloria Trevi, she was the wife to Sergio Andrade, right? But they said Gloria Trevi was the wife and girlfriend. I don't know who they come up with these stories, okay? And this was going on, I think, mid '80s, no, mid '90s, like '94ish, okay, up to like '99. And what happened was, one of the girls in the documentary I saw about Gloria Trevi, she was going to visit her parents. She was being sexually abused and beaten by Andrade and Gloria Trevi and the backup singer, I believe, right? And she was, so they want her to see the parents, so they pretended that everything was fine, but you can see in the video the little girl was like stalled, like scared, and she's playing the piano and singing for Gloria Trevi, and you can tell that she didn't want to sing. You can tell something happened to her, and somehow she revealed to the family what was happening to her, and that's when he was on the run. So Gloria Trevi, Sergio Andrade, excuse me, and the backup singer of Gloria Trevi, I think was a wife too. They was running from the law, from the United States and Mexico and Latin America, because they had auditions not just in Mexico. They had auditions in South America, especially in Argentina. They had auditions at the probably in Puerto Rico. I mean, they went other places besides Mexico, because one thing besides Gloria Trevi being big in Mexico, she was big in other Latin countries, Latin Hispanic countries in Latin America. Okay, so her music expanded, and she had. I mean, they made millions. I mean, she went from being poor, okay, on the street at 14 years, 15 years old, in the late 80s up to when she turned 20 in the late 80s, because she born either 69, so I gotta go back and Wikipedia, 69, 60, 68, 67, whatever. And she became a star singing that Squata. And you remember, she came out with Bella Suelto. She had a movie, yeah, movie Bella Suelto. Then it has a song, one of the movies was called Old Clothes. And she had 12 clothes, playing a poor person, yes. No, 12 of old shoes, yes. 12 shoes, yes, ratchet looking shoes, showed in. Okay, so it attracted children playing the pole person. Okay, and that's how um she became famous. Like, and but I don't see how anybody let their daughter watch her. I mean, it wasn't like you watch her videos. It wasn't X-rated, X-rated, but she talked about that along with Teenage Rebellion and about her being poor. Okay, and remember, she ran away from home. Her father and her. And I remember the Inside Edition, back in '94 during the OJ trial. Okay, she was on there and it was comparing, and she like compared this to Madonna. She said they were totally different. Okay, and she also said that her father, who the traditional Mexican father he is, did not approve of her. She still loved him, but he don't talk to her. Like, he rejected her because he's a disgrace to the family, right? So, so she shows. Then also too, there was one thing that in one of her songs, VN, VN, the VNS, yeah, whatever it's called, version of version, okay? And never get on her that she depicted a nasty act where she dressed it like clad like, and the man comes in a cover up uniform like a monster and try to violate her in the doggone stuff. Who does that? So there's another song that she talks about a little girl being kidnapped by a big old man. He's been sexually abused. He sexually abused and raped her. She ended up growing up fall in love with her, and in the video, she becomes Gloria Trevi. And it depicted her story, because I'm starting to think that when she ran away, and this is my theory, when she ran away from home, from Monterrey to Mexico City, Yefe, okay, it seemed to me that Sergio Andrade abused her and made her do. It seemed like the Michael Jackson, not Michael Jackson, what's his name? Latoya Jackson. Remember Latoya Jackson got beaten by Jack Gordon? Okay, it reminds me of that. Okay, Latoya was a grown woman, but it reminds me a little bit of the Isaiah Clary situation, arcade. It reminds me of all that Leah situation. But not only that, it seemed to me when she made that video and it became a pop song, like a slow pop song in Mexico, it depicted her reality. And that's what's happened to the girls that was getting in these auditions. And this one of the La Gloria Eterno, the Eterno, something that's called the Glory of Hell. That's one of the books that the girl, one of the women who was the victims, was on Christina. Like, I remember watching it on Christina, and my Spanish is not that good at the time. And I remember seeing that, like, they talking about shit devil worship or something, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, and they was talking about, we're comparing her to the devil, because it was hell. There was beatings, there was whippings, there was being raped. I mean, that's hell on earth. And Gloria means glory in Spanish, okay? So the glory of hell, if they call it, one of the books that she written about the abuse she went through with Sergio Andrade and Gloria Trevi, and also the backup singer, okay, of Gloria Trevi. So, I mean, I do like her songs. I do not condone what she did. Um, I like Agarrate, Agarrate, Agarrate. Okay, and I like A mí me gusta trate pedazueto, va a traer la pedazueto, vas a hacerme como quiero. Okay. What are the song? That doesn't cut. I like that song. Yeah, that does because I'm bipolar, so that makes a lot of sense. I think it's time to see the doctor, going to see the psychiatrist. That's what she said in the beginning of the Spanish song, right? Yeah, because when she's in love, her parents upset or something like that, and she's in love with the man. She's and she's not crazy. She's just desperate to see that man that she's in love with. Yeah, that's what the song's about. Okay, the tu secretum. Ya le vi, me esperas. No, 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 no estoy loco. But yeah, it's sad that talent like that got to be this nasty, okay? Because before the R.Kelly scandal, we all loved him. We loved his music, but I can't condone what he do. So, but Gloria Trevi was sentenced to prison. Her, Andrade, and what's the woman name? I forgot the backup singer. They both were sent to prison in Brazil because they was running from the law in the United States and Mexico and other parts of Latin America to Brazil. Okay, because they did audition in Brazil and Portuguese speaking Brazil. Yes, they did. Okay, and but she did 4 months, and they found no evidence on her, and also she had a baby. Now, there's two things. They said it's a Grande's baby, but she said a prison guard had raped her. I don't know who's true. But Andrade is now homeless. They show him on, I think, Telemundo or one of those stations, and it's on YouTube. And his hair, no, long hair, but he looks ratchet. Like he have not combed that long hair. He look like he's dirt poor. Mm-hmm. He got out of prison and he's still trying to sing, but like, who wants to listen to Sergio Andrade? You abuse not only the victims, but your ex-wife, the backup singer, and Gloria Trevi. Cause that's how she got out of prison. That's why people still listen to her music because they think that she's the victim. But now people that's actually saying that she just as bad as the Sergio Andrade, but they said that she was abused too, and she was like forced to beat the girls or something. I don't know. So, and then remember on TMZ they said back in 2014, 15, they said that she didn't want. She was afraid to watch the movie because it was too difficult to see. She used to watch the movie because what she went through. So I guess he did beat her up. I guess he did make her do all these things. I mean, and like I say, this woman was like the Mexican Madonna. They call it Mexican Madonna, but she didn't want to be called. And she said on back in '94, it's on YouTube. She did not want to be compared to Madonna. Okay, but by her being this rebellious pop star, she went against Catholic morals in Mexico, talk about masturbation, teenage sex, um, fornication, premarital sex, and she had condoms. She acted wild. I mean she was like, her music was like pop and rock, like agarrate. Like it had a tango, Argentine tango. Agarrate, my pop. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It has a tango feeling, and then agarrate, agarrate. You can tell I was studying because I was trying to actually sing some of the songs for y'all, and then me gusta trate pero suelto. Now I watched Pero Suelto actually back in '95 when I was learning Spanish. I watched in Telemundo, and that movie came out in 1993. 91, like 91, yeah. But like we watched it, I watched it on Telemundo on Channel 45. It was Channel 45. It changed to another number here in Houston back in '95 when I was learning Spanish, and I didn't understand everything when I was learning Spanish, but I was like, I liked the song, like va a traer peras suelto, pues siempre como quiero. It means wild hair. A mí me gusta entrarte pero suelto. She's saying she likes to wear her hair wild. Okay, you know what I'm saying? She's wearing loose hair. Okay, as she did wear her hair loose. Now she wearing a wig. I didn't know. After she came out of prison, okay, hold up. She don't look the same no more. She's now 50-ish. Okay, like R. Kelly, like Will Smith, like Jennifer Lopez, like Diddy, like who else? Tyler Perry, Chris Pettis. They ain't them folks are old. Cause I'm 40. So I remember they was in their 20s and 30s back when I was a teenager. Okay, God dog it. Who else? Stacey Dash. Yeah, they in their 50s, baby. Vin Diesel. The Rock about to be 50. Yeah, the Rock, he ain't going 70. The Rock going 50. They folks old. They getting old. Well, anyway, it's a Spanish singer named Monica something. I forgot her name. She wear a hair piece. Sometimes she's from Spain, right? They did like a lesbo type song. Trying to do like the what's her name? Do like Jennifer Lopez and Iggy Azalea and what's her name? Mariana and Shakira did that song. Yeah, But she looked older. Like There's a couple of videos you can tell she's wearing a wig. She has long hair, but you can tell she's wearing some pieces of wigs or extensions in her hair, and she also have plastic surgery. Like Gloria Trevi look old, like an old woman's body, but a young woman's face. No offense, I'm calling it like I'm calling it like it is. At least Jennifer Lopez rocking it. You understand one plastic surgery Jennifer Lopez had, right? Like the nose or something, but she still look herself. But Gloria Trevi, her features are now more relaxed. It's not like it was when she was younger. And you can tell she had some work done to her face. Like she had a facelift or something. Yeah, she went in wigs. She got long hair, but she went in wigs, okay? She had her own hair. But she got peluca, pelita también, extensiones, de pelo también. Yeah, she went extensions. Yeah, she is. Okay, because you can dye your hair and everything, but I seen when I was looking at her like when she was performing Pelo Suelto, and usually when she performs, she wear her own hair and it's loose, but she like turned it down because she older. She can't do the young stuff like she used back in the day when she was with Sergio Andrade, right? She old. She old. She trying to be young, but she old. She's in her 50s. Okay, she in her early 50s. Yes, they can't do the old stuff no more. Back in the like 1990s and stuff. Okay, them days gone. We in 2020. Okay, hello. Like I'm getting old. I'm 40 myself. I accept it. Right, I'll be 41 in the summer. Okay. So point is, that's how her story is like the R.Kelly scandal because they did have a sex cult. They were running from the law. And even though she's a female, because she's a pop artist, but she had a man behind the situation. That was Sergio Andrade, and he homeless, he poor. I'm not making fun of people being homeless, but in that situation, he has no career. Like he used to be a rock singer. Yeah, he used to be a back then when he was in like the 70s or early 60s, because he born in 1955. So like when he was younger, and he was trying to recreate her into this, to her, and it attracted the young girls, so he can try to make it. So he was beating on. Yeah, he was evil. When you look at Sergio Andrade's eyes, like they look demonic, like pinche diablo way. Yeah, I had to cuss in Spanish. Yes, I had to. Okay, like they look very demonic. Yes, he evil. Yes, he evil. Surviving Sergio Andrade, yeah, surviving Sergio Andrade and surviving the what's it called, the Gloria Trevi scandal. Now I'm not making fun of the victim. I'm just saying that they should put that on documentary. Why didn't that documentary on that? They did, but like it wasn't because here in the United States, people don't know about what's going on in Latin America. But hey, she's still a celebrity, right? And she's still popping music. Yeah, she's still popping music in her 50s. With that surgery, and sometimes wear them wigs, sometimes. Anybody gotta go by having a nice day.